Okay, today we are going to look at angles and triangles. Last time we looked at angles at point, which is 360 degree, and also we looked at angles on a straight line, which is 180 degree. But today we are going to look at angles in triangles. Okay, now we said that sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degree. Now this is a triangle. Okay, this is a triangle, and these are the angles in this triangle. So what we are saying is that if we sum all these angles now, if we sum all these angles, angle A, B, C, it will give us 180 degree, and that is what we have here. So A plus B plus C is 180 degree. So no matter the angles we see here, if here is 23, probably here is 100, then any angle that we must see here, if we add all of them together, it will give us 180 degree. Okay, now we have an example here. Okay, so in this example, we are to find the value of x. Okay, now looking at this triangle is a right angle triangle. That means it has 90 degrees somewhere, which is this place. This angle is 90 degree, and also we have 63 degree here, and we have x, and we have to find the value of x. Okay, and this shape is a triangle. So what do we do? Now for us to find x, since we know that sum of the angles here is 180 degree, we will just say that x plus 63, then plus this 90 here should give us 180 degree. And the reason is because of the fact that sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degree. Okay, so if we add 63 plus 90 to give us 153, so x plus 153 is equal to 180 degree. So only x now will now give us 180 degree minus 153. Okay, so if you take 153 away from 180 degree, you have 27. So therefore x is 27 degree. Okay, now in this place we are told to find the value of y. So find the value of y. So the same theory is applicable here. The sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degree. So we just do that. We just do y plus 57 plus 65 is 180 degree. Okay, so 57 plus 65 is 122. So y plus 122 is 180 degree. Only y is 180 minus 122. So 180 minus 122 is 58. So y is 58 degree. Okay, now we have another example here, and we are told to find the value of x. So we have 2x, 5x minus 2, 10 minus 3x, and all these things are angles here. Okay, so the angle here is 5x minus 2, the angle here is 2x, and the angle here is 10 minus 3x, and this whole angle is taken like A, and this whole angle is taken like B, and this whole angle is taken like C, so that if we now say A plus B plus C, it will be 180 degree. So we will now take this thing, this number here, 5x minus 2, okay, plus 2x plus 10 minus 3x, and it will be 180 degree, because this is just a single angle, a single angle, a single angle, okay? So let me now open the bracket. So I will now have 5x minus 2 plus 2x plus 10 minus 3x is 180 degree, okay? So I will just quickly collect terms. So if I collect terms, I will have that 5x, so I will be adding the like terms, 5x plus 2x, 5x plus 2x is 7, is 7x. Then remember that this one is minus 3x, okay? Then I will add, in this place I have plus 10, then here I have minus 2. So if I say minus 2 plus 10, it's like saying 10 minus 2, which will give me plus 8, okay? So here will be plus 8, which is now equal to 180 degree, okay? So that if I now take away, if I take away 3 from 7 here to become 4x, then it's equal to, I will carry this 8 over this side to become 180 minus 8, okay? So 180 minus 8 is equal to 172, okay? So we got 172. That means that 4x is equal to 172. Now for us to find only x, we have to divide both sides by 4. So 4 here, 4 here, so that this 4 will take away this 4. We now have only x is equal to, then 4 in 172, that should be 43. Okay, let's just divide it. 172 divided by 4, okay, it will give you 43. Okay, so that is the value of x. Okay, we have another theory here. The sum of two opposite interior angles of a triangle is equal to the exterior angle, okay? Now, we have a triangle here, triangle, and now in this triangle we have the angles, the interior angles are A, B, C, and we have exterior angle here. So we have E. This E is an exterior angle, and also, and let me put another exterior angle here, D. Okay, let me put another one here, F. Okay, so according to the theory, if we are looking at E now, this exterior angle E, now its opposite angles are A and B. its interior opposite angles are A and B. Okay, so we are saying that if we add A and B, it will give us E. So the sum of opposite interior angles of a triangle is equal to the exterior angle. Okay, so now if we are looking at D here now, in this angle D, its interior opposite angle will now become B and C. Okay, so that D will now be equal to B plus C. Okay, now if we are considering angle F, this angle F is also an exterior angle. Okay, now its opposite interior angles will now become A and C. Just be checking it, A and C, so that F will now be equal to A plus C. Okay, now the easiest way to know the angles that are opposite interior angle to a particular exterior angle is, first of all, in a triangle, like in this triangle now, this is a triangle. Okay, now if we are considering this exterior angle E, then automatically know that this C is adjacent to it. This C, the angle C, is adjacent to E. So since angle C is adjacent to E, then the other angles will now be opposite interior to E. Okay, then let's go to D. In this D, A is adjacent to D, so automatically means that B and C will now be interior, opposite interior to D. Now, if we consider angle F now, in this angle F, if you watch very well, you will see that B is now adjacent to F. So since B is adjacent to F, automatically means that angle A and angle C will now become opposite interior angle to F. Okay, so that is the best way to know the two angles that will be opposite interior angles to a particular exterior angle. Okay, now we have an example here. We are to find the value of R. Look at R. So in this triangle, we have angle 50 here, and we have angle 134 here. And remember that this angle 134 is an exterior angle. Okay, now for us to find R, we can now use the last theory we established now. R and 50 degree is opposite interior angles to 134. Okay, because the angle here is adjacent to 134, so it's not opposite interior angle to it. The ones that are opposite interior angle to 134 is angle R and angle 50 degree. So that means that 134 degree is equal to the sum of R and 50 degree. Okay, so the reason is because of the fact that these two angles are opposite interior angles to this exterior angle 134. Okay, so that if we turn it this way, we now say that R plus 50 degree is equal to 134. Now only R will now be equal to 134 minus 50 degree. Okay, so 134 minus 50 degree will give you 84. So R is 84 degree. Okay, now the next theory we'll look at here now is base angles of isosceles triangle are equal. Yes, base angles of isosceles triangle, they are equal. Okay, now isosceles triangle is a triangle that has two sides equal. Okay, now this is an example of isosceles triangle because in this triangle, this line and this line, or this side and this side, are equal. Now since these two sides are equal, this triangle is an isosceles triangle. Okay, equally this one also is an isosceles triangle because this side and this side, they are equal. This one also, this side and this side, they are equal. We normally use this line like this to uh, determine sides that are equal. Okay, now we are saying that if we have an isosceles triangle like this, then the base angles are equal. Now which one is the base? Now the base angles are the angle formed by the two arms of by the two equal arms. Okay, by the two equal arms. So this line, this side, form an angle here, and also this side also form an angle here. So we are saying that this angle will be the same as this angle. Okay, just first of all, find out if your triangle or the triangle given to you is an isosceles triangle. If the isosceles triangle, now locate the sides that are equal. Like this one now, this side and this side are equal. Okay, now just trace it down, trace it down, trace it down here. The angle they form here, the angle this side form here, and also from here trace it down. The angle it form here also, they are equal. Okay, so this one is the same as this one. Okay, now let's come to this one as well. Now look at the sides that are the same here. This side here and this side, they are the same. And remember that two of them are meeting at this point here. So from here, they now go down. From here, this one go down. Now where they actually touch this other line, where they actually touch this other line is where they're going to find and form the base angles. Okay, so the base angle will now be here. So this place is going to be beta, and also from here go down, the base angle will be here. This is going to be beta as well. So base angles of a isosceles triangle are always what? Equal. Okay, fine. Now we have an example here, and we are told to find the value of r. So we are told to find the value of r. So how do we find r? Now since this triangle here is an isosceles triangle, and we know that the angle here, because from here, the angle here and the angle here, they are the same. Okay, so if I call this place angle r, automatically means that this place is angle. Okay, since I have r here, let me call it another thing. Let me call it theta. Okay, because I have r already. So let me call it theta. So this is theta, this is theta. Now I need to find the value of theta. Now I can easily find the value of theta using angles on a straight line or adjacent angles. Okay, so this theta and 130 now, they are on a straight line, and we say that angles on a straight line sum up to 180 degree. So that theta plus 130 will be equal to 180 degree. Okay, so that only theta now will be equal to 180 minus 130. Okay, so we have 180 minus 130. So this is so that means that theta is 50 degree. Okay, now remember that theta here and here, they are the same thing. Okay, now we are going to use the first theory we learned today, which is a sum of angles in a triangle. Okay, now we are now going to say that r plus this angle here, remember this angle is now 50 degrees because they are the same. Then plus this angle here, 50 is now equal to 180 degrees. Okay, so that R plus 100 here, this plus this is 100, is equal to 180 degrees. So only R will now give us 180 minus 100. So R will now be equal to 80 degrees. Okay.